Hi everybody, it's Michael here. Welcome to the Zencade. And what you see right here is my Donkey Kong PCB. And I've already got in, I've already removed the CPU, but this is actually this is a D2K kit. This is actually a board that's built by Scott Brazington at Braze Technologies, and it actually has the Donkey Kong 2, also known as the D2K ROM set in it. And this, as I understand it, is an exclusive, from arcadeshop.com. And this set runs for about, it's about 90 bucks, I think, plus shipping. And what I'm going to do today, and the reason why I've got it removed from my Donkey Kong cabinet, and the reason why I've got the Z80 CPU pulled out of it, is because I also just got this guy today in the mail. And what this is a Donkey Kong Remix, and it also includes Donkey Kong Deranged. Because everybody knows that at some point Donkey Kong just gets too easy, so we have the Deranged version, which is the same thing as regular Donkey Kong, except just way harder. So I'm kind of personally referring to this as the Practical Joke Edition, because it's going to be a long time before I think Donkey Kong is too easy. But in any case, it's right here. And of course, it also has the Donkey Kong Remix, which is a very exciting add-on. And this one I got from highscoresaves.com, and this one also runs about 90 bucks plus shipping. Also, I want to just give a quick shout out and say that highscoresaves.com is a new website, and the guy that's running it, I think, is doing a great job. I know he really wants to be a very well thought of and a very professional supplier of arcade parts, and so far I think that's what he's been doing. This one, as you can see, already has the Z80 CPU in it. The guy was nice enough to go ahead and just insert that when I ordered it, because there are some compatibility issues with certain Z80 CPUs in the Remix kit, and just to be safe, I went ahead and dropped the extra $4 or whatever it was to make sure that I got a compatible CPU in it. So Joe at highscoresaves.com, thank you very much for that. I really do appreciate it. And this came just a very, very quick shipping, came via USPS priority today, and I am all excited now to insert this into the Braze kit, so I'll have a double stack. By the time I'm done, I'm going to be able to run regular Donkey Kong, I'm going to be able to run Donkey Kong 2, I'm going to be able to run Donkey Kong Remix, and I'm going to be able to run the Deranged version, or the Practical Joke Edition, as I'm liking to call it. So let's go ahead and just slide this guy in and see how this process goes. And this is going to go in here just like we're inserting a any other daughter board or another CPU. And just make sure we got the pins all lined up. And that does look pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can do this one-handed and just insert this into, stacked on top of, like I mentioned, the Braze kit. And it looks like I have not bent any pins so far, so I'll go ahead and just slide this one the rest of the way in. I've got a pretty tall stack right there. Pretty good. You know, I'm going to set the camera down, and I'll be right back after I get this inserted. Okay, there we go. We've got the Remix kit inserted into the Braze kit, which is inserted into the Donkey Kong PCB. So we'll go see how this works out. I'll go ahead and slide this back into the cabinet, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've got the cabinet put back together. I've got the board all set inside. And I've actually already checked this once, so I'm going to give a simulation of what happens when you first fire this up with the DK Remix board inside. And normally when you first boot it up, it goes right to the options menu, but anytime after that, what you can do is, as it's booting up, you hold down the 1-player and 2-player buttons and you go right to the menu. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. And now we come up with all of the options for the Donkey Kong Remix and the DK Deranged. And as you can see there, we've got just a normal set of just the exact options you would expect. You can actually set it up here to use the Donkey Kong Remix and Deranged board with the D2K board by on the Power On Game settings. What I want to do is set this for PCB ROMs, and then that's going to come up either on the regular Donkey Kong or on the or in this case it's going to come up on whatever's below the Remix board, which is going to be the Braze kit with the D2K on it. However, what I'm going to do is set this up so that it comes up on Remix, and then I'll show you how you're going to switch between all those games. And then I'm just going to run down here and get all these options here like you would expect. The dip switches, you can set these to follow either what's on the PCBs or on the soft menu as you work your way down. You can set the difficulty, you can set the where you get your bonuses, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to make sure these are all set on free play. And go down to save and exit, and then I'm going to hit jump to move on, and it boots up with Donkey Kong Remix. And there are plenty of videos explaining what this is all about. This is a really fun, I think, rethinking of the Donkey Kong game. One thing I have noticed, though, is that pretty much every modification to regular Donkey Kong is a lot more difficult than regular DK is. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you find that Donkey Kong has just become too easy and not a challenge, you've got a lot of different options here. Now, in order to switch between games on the Remix board, I'm just going to hold down jump while it's in attract mode. So it's not going to switch unless you are in attract. And now it comes up here with Donkey Kong Deranged. And once it goes in further into the attract, I'll go ahead and hold down the jump button again for 4 seconds. And wait till it actually gets... It appears that it doesn't switch if it's actually in the high score display stage. It looks like it actually wants to be right there in attract. And then after a 4 count, there we go. And it's actually booted up the D2K board that I have in the Braze kit. And then after that, it's going to go to and there we have, that's a regular Donkey Kong. And then just like I normally would do with in the Braze kit, I can hold down both player 1 and player 2, and that switches us to DK2. And so I can hit jump to go into that. And then once it gets back into attract, and it should come into attract here. Here's all my high scores, by the way. Okay, there we are in Donkey Kong 2. And then I can hold down the jump button for a count of 4. Well, let me try that again. And there we go. Now we're on, okay, that's Donkey Kong 2. Oops, okay. And maybe it needs to be on Donkey Kong. This was working before. And I may have had this boot into the wrong board here. Okay. And this is a new version of the firmware where this is working correctly. There we go. Hold down the jump key for a count of 4. Apparently it has to be in regular Donkey Kong, not in Donkey Kong 2. And now we're in Donkey Kong Remix. And then again, just hold down the jump button once it's in attract for a count of 4. And it'll cycle us through all the games. So right here in my Donkey Kong Jr. cabinet, I have Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong 2, Donkey Kong Remix, and Donkey Kong Deranged Edition. So I think this is a very, very cool way to maximize the amount of different games you can have in one Donkey Kong cabinet and get 4 different variations on an awesome game all in one cap. So that is my brief sort of demonstration on how to set up your Donkey Kong Remix with Donkey Kong Deranged, along with a Donkey Kong 2 kit made by Braze and sold by arcadeshop.com. So once again, the Donkey Kong Remix board I got from Joe at highscoresaves.com, and that also came with Donkey Kong Deranged, and the Donkey Kong 2 high score save kit also comes from arcadeshop.com. So thanks for watching, and once again, we'll see you next time.